food addiction on the mind today because I've been working with clients inside of my Carnivoring Through the Holidays program. And a lot of the conversations that we're having are around food addiction. So today I wanted to discuss how the carnivore diet is able to assist in helping you if you struggle with food addiction. So there's the guilt that comes with gaining weight and knowing that you're gaining weight because you are intensely relating to food or misusing food. But then there's the shame that comes with the binge, the shame that comes with making the choice to overeat. I've been there, believe me, it's not fun. And it's not necessarily just about the fact that you know there's going to be a negative weight consequence to it, but it's really just in the fact that you've used food to solve emotions that food wasn't meant to solve. And now you're feeling gross in your body, whether that's 5 minutes after a binge or whether that's 2 hours or 2 days after it. A lot of us who struggle with this sort of thing think that it's because we're broken in our brain and we can't control our impulses, we don't have discipline, we don't have willpower. I've heard it all and I've thought it all about myself. But these binges, these desires to use food in ways that food isn't meant to be used, are related very closely to sugar and carbs. And what does that affect in our body? Sugar and carbs cause a huge dopamine rush, similar to drugs, that leave you intensely looking for that same sort of drug fix after the fact. Now, the carnivore diet, and the reason why I found the carnivore diet, can really set you on a really good path to healing from food addiction. Why? Because we cut out the carbohydrates, we cut out the addictive substances. These foods, by the way, are engineered to make us want more of it and keep coming back for more. They are like a flavor bomb in our mouth, but also light up that dopamine center in our brain, leaving us just wanting more and craving more. And it's coming from those foods that you cut out on the carnivore diet. So the benefit to using the carnivore diet on a food addiction journey is that you are cutting out the foods that are blowing up your dopamine center in your brain, and you're giving yourself a chance to detox from those and to get rid of the feeling of needing more. This is why up in my bio, you see the words food freedom coach, because so many people are looking to the carnivore diet to heal their relationship with food. And in restriction, in the carnivore diet, you actually get food freedom. Now, if you are not somebody that struggles with food addiction or carb addiction or any sort of eating disorder, it's hard for you to understand how food can actually cause the same effects within our body as drugs that are on the DSM-5, like alcohol and cocaine. But it is very similar. And when you say to some people that struggle with food addiction to moderate carbohydrates, it's just food, just moderate it. Sometimes that's nearly impossible. So I find the carnivore diet to be the first step in helping to deal with food addiction. It is just the first step. It does help you to minimize the cravings and to get rid of that energy spike and crash that definitely makes us want to binge. But there is a whole other piece to it that is related to kind of healing your relationship with food and your emotional relationship with food. And that takes a little bit of work. But the carnivore diet is a really good first step. A lot of people say, my food noise is completely gone. And that is absolutely amazing. And that is one of the goals of this way of eating. But then when that food noise is gone, to eat all the foods that we would overeat and leave no room for nutrients, now we have all of the ability to actually nourish and fuel our body with super nutrient dense foods like animal meats and fats. The best part that I see is that you're actually not depriving yourself. A lot of people may outside look at your new carnivore lifestyle and say, but that's so restrictive. Those are the only foods that you can eat. But when you are setting up guardrails for yourself and you are not eating the foods that light up your dopamine centers in your brain, you have more of an ability to nourish yourself and feel actually satisfied from food. Did you feel actually satisfied from your binges? Probably not. So if you're interested in starting the path to healing your food addiction, I have an 8-week program and we've started this week. It's going to be pretty great. We are carnivoring through the holidays together. I'm giving lots of support, custom macros, all sorts of resources, and lots of journaling prompts to help you start to make peace with the food addiction part of you and use the carnivore diet as a tool to help you heal.